This is the last match in the league before the FIFA international break, an opportunity for the team to relieve the pressure that is built up around them to achieve better results and better gameplay. However, the team has to win against Betis tomorrow. Let's hear from our coach, Carlo Ancelotti.
How do you approach the big match tomorrow against Betis with the support of the Bernabeu fans?
Obviously, the fans are going to give us a lot of help. And we, on our part, want to show our best version after such a tough match against Las Palmas. All the players are motivated to play a good game, return to our best form, and be as solid as we were before.
Has the time you've had to work been enough to find solutions for the team's play? What do you need to convey those solutions to your players?
The time we've had is enough because we're used to working with these tight schedules and solving problems just as we have done before. And if you don't have enough time to work, you can still talk with the players, and that's what we've done. We hope to see their response tomorrow.
Have you noticed any unease or concern from the club about the team's current situation?
Being concerned doesn't have to be a negative thing. Being concerned also means paying attention to the problem you have. Clearly, we've had a problem in the last few games and haven't been able to maintain a solid block throughout the match. And we've struggled to regain the ball. We need to fix this by working collectively much better than we have in previous games. Everyone on the team agrees on this. We've already talked with the players, and they all think the same. So when the problem is clear, it's also easy to fix.
You say the problem is clear and easy to fix, but it's been 3 matches without a solution. You mentioned that you've already talked with the players. Is this one of the most difficult problems to solve since you've been managing Real Madrid?
No. It's not too complicated of a problem. We just need to defend better. And when I say defend better, I mean a collective commitment and a better team attitude. It's not about individual attitude, but about everyone working together to defend better and regain the ball. The statistics show that we haven't conceded many goals, only 2 so far. The truth is that we struggle a lot to regain possession of the ball, and opponents play a lot between our lines, which is something we need to fix, and we will fix.
The position in the table and the numbers obtained so far, what do they mean to you? Are they just numbers, or is it worrying?
At the moment, it's just a detail. What has affected us more is that in these 3 matches, we haven't been able to play our best game. The season is very long, and the 4-point deficit isn't a problem. Obviously, we're not happy to be 4 points behind, but that's because we haven't played well.
Do you think the 4-point gap is something that lowers morale to the players? Is now La Liga out of reach for Real Madrid?
No, of course not. Absolutely not. We are just starting to work. And despite all the difficulties, we've spent little time together. But we will solve our problems and return to being competitive and strong until the end of the season. There's no doubt about that.
Will Vinny be the one taking penalties from now on? Although Mbappé has taken many more penalties in his career, do the players decide who takes the penalties, or is it up to you?
This is a decision they will make on the pitch.
What is Ceballos' situation with the club? Have you had a chance to talk with him? Is he looking to play more minutes at another club?
Ceballos has decided to stay with us, and we're all happy that he's staying. He's an important player for us. Perhaps he hasn't had the minutes on the field that he wanted, needed, or deserved. But we are happy that he's staying with us. I want to emphasize that he's a very serious professional, and it's good news that he'll be staying with us.
It's hard to believe that just with the addition of Mbappé, the only change, the team has struggled defensively after being so solid. Did you expect it to be so difficult for Mbappé to adapt to the team? Has anything surprised you about this?
Regarding the defensive work, Mbappé is the last thing we need to worry about. In my opinion, Mbappé has played very well and has proven to be a very dangerous player. He certainly hasn't scored goals yet, but he does pose a threat to the opposition and has good movement up front. Personally, I don't think there's an adaptation problem with Mbappé, but the problem is defensive, and this is a collective effort. Obviously, the forwards are less involved in this than the rest of the team.
Do you think the criticism of the team over the last few days is excessive, considering that just a few days ago, you won the European Super Cup and you are the current Champions League holders?
No, the criticism of Real Madrid is totally normal. And we're not worried about it. It's normal given the demands on this team. We'll hear criticism until May, which is quite normal, regardless of what happens in May.
Vinicius and Mbappe are the only forwards who have started all 3 matches so far, but they haven't fully connected on the field. How long do you think it will take for these 2 players to connect and associate better on the pitch?
In my opinion, they are connecting well. The issue of scoring or not scoring goals is a detail, which is important for a forward, of course. Obviously, we can play better, play faster, and with more movement. But the problem we have is not offensive, since we've scored in every match. And this will improve in the next games, so we don't have a problem there. Obviously, they need to connect better with each other, but this isn't just between them, it's also between the forwards and the midfielders. Everyone will adapt better, but offensively, this won't be a problem. We haven't had this problem before, and it will be even less of a problem this year when we have the best in the world here.
Have you considered changing the forwards' positions? Perhaps playing with Vini in the center as he did last year and Mbappe on the left?
They can change positions on the field, but we played more with Vini on the left, and I think we'll continue this way.
You said a year ago that players don't have the freedom to choose the penalty taker. What has changed for the players to now decide who takes the penalties? The nature of a forward is selfish. Don't you think that both Vinicius and Mbappe will fight to take the penalties and create conflict between them?
Yeah, I think it's right to give both of them the responsibility. They have excellent quality for taking penalties, and I don't want to affect either one by choosing who will take them. During the match, many things can happen. Maybe one of them has already scored a goal, or perhaps the other needs a score. So I fully trust them to decide who will take the penalties. I don't see us having a problem with that.